Everybody, how y'all doing? Thought I'd come on just see if anybody's here tonight. Not sure that anybody will be, but thought I'd just fire it up and see what happens. Uh, Nothing important. Hope everybody's had a great day. Uh, Hope everybody's having a good time with the family and that. This has been one cold Easter. Not bad. I remember getting sunburns on Easter, but yep. I don't know if anybody's here or not. Don't look like it. Oops, what's it? Let's see. Hey, hello. Well, I got one in here according to the counter. Oh man. Yep. I just got done telling somebody a little bit ago that I will not touch their truck again. Uh-uh. And he just sent me pictures of what the frame on his truck looks like. I said, nope, don't. Uh-uh. Too much liability. The truck's been wrecked, and the frame's broke. Yep, you guessed it, Mike. It's a Ford. And yep, I told him I am not touching that truck, or I won't even work on it. I'm done. Time to get away from that truck and stay away. So yeah, I didn't know if anybody'd be on tonight or not, so I thought I'd give it a shot and try it. And worse is worse thing worse. Uh, well, it looks like it's just you and me, Mike. Connor just went down the one. If you're still here, I don't know who's here, but and I'll give this a try for a few minutes, see if anybody else shows up, and if they don't, I guess I'll go home. Kind of got a little bit of headache going on again tonight, but I'm ready for this cold air to be gone. I'm ready for the warmth to be here and be working outside again. Yeah, I know, Mike. I had a couple other people ask if I was going to do a live, and I said, "Yeah, I'm going to try it." I said, "All right." So who knows? Battery's charged up in that, so well, mine came on after I took pain medicine for the joints and everything. I had to break down and take some, and okay, the legs are starting to work better now. The head's throbbing. I, I can't win for losing on this. No. Otherwise, yep. I think we got the kids' cars caught up for now. Well, three out of the four. We got the Bonneville. We got to still do the back air shocks on that now. Got to get those. Hey, we're back up to two. All right, thanks. I kind of figured this might be a slow night, so we'll give it a half hour here. Oh, now we got three. Hey, see what happens if anybody else comes, or we'll see what's going on in a half hour or so. And I'd go home, but Mama Bear's sleeping, Squirrel's working, and I already had a big dinner with the kids. And Mason's walking so much. He's a smart little cookie. He knows how to slide his little butt down off his toddler bed they got him. Looks like he's going to fall, and he just comes up, swings his legs, drops them, and hey, it's the floor running. So, And when he was out here with Grandpa the other day, they come out and they came out and he's finding everything on the floor Grandpa couldn't reach, and he kept handing it to me. So I'm like, you're going to be my little helper, buddy. Yeah, he has no fear. I guess he thought the dog's droppings were Tootsie Rolls yesterday. Yeah. Poor kid. At least he'll be young enough and won't remember that one. I hit the floor. It's usually I'm hitting the floor because my legs gave out or something. Hey, we got 4. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? And now, about another 2 weeks, and I think we can have Mama Bear back. We can get her in here. Hey, Kurt, you made it. Hey, Talk Video, how you doing? Oh, white well, okay. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Hey, everybody. Boy, all of a sudden, the number shot up. Cool. YouTube must have been slow on getting out. What's going on? Yep, well, I had a good day. It's been a good day. At least the old wise tale is every time it rains on Easter, the next 7 Sundays are wet. We've made it through dry. In 5 weeks, this is the first time the weekend the farm dried out. It stayed dried this weekend, so that's good. Which now, if my buddy wants something to do, we got to get the lawnmowers drug up here and get them fixed. One might need a transmission, which I've got a spare. And the other one, I think it was working okay or wasn't starting. Yep, this is my shop out here. Talk Video. This is where I do my work at and that. Matt's got the girlfriend coming over. Cool. That's always good. Just wish my neck would pop. Buddy that I gave the ride to the doctor's the other day heard it snap, and he goes, "What was that?" And I said, "My neck." He said, "I thought it was the truck." No. So yeah. Yep, we working on the 1350. Now we can do the final clean. And that's what I was got thinking. You know, all that like mud-like, dirt-like stuff I found in the bottom of this 350 I'm working on. Just a second. I think what that motor was is a victim of somebody might have put the Dexcool in there, because Dexcool with the regular antifreeze 350 Chevy, yeah. When it was mixed with the old version of the green antifreeze, it would get that mud like. So I'm thinking that's what happened to this motor. Somebody put the wrong antifreeze in it back in the day, and that's where all that mud and sludge is coming from. Sure looks like it. But yeah. Talk Video. Yeah, I'd work on motors. I used to do woodworking and that's gone by the wayside, and now I'm in the rebuilding motors and working on cars. So, if I get everything prepped, one of these motors, I've got 6 or 7 builds going on now. When I got all the pieces here and I can lay everything out, and I can get a good solid connection, I'm going to do a build live. Now, Mike, that Dexcool is good. It's just like anything else. You have to change it. You can't leave it in there for 20 years like the old green stuff. And they finally smartened up. The new gaskets are reacting to that stuff. But for me, the Dexcool, I've had better luck with Dexcool than I did ever with the green antifreeze. I had issues with green. So I kind of like the Dexcool. So yeah, I've been down inside that block with wire sticks and screwdrivers, whatever, and scraped everything out of it. So it's going to go in the hot tank tomorrow. And give it its final wash and start putting everything together to stay together. I got the front galley plug fixed last night, and change it once, never 20 years. The sludge, I think, was from the mixing of the two colored antifreeze, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, this motor, whatever it was in, had troubles before because whoever changed the soft plugs in it drove them into the block and didn't take them out, and just put new ones in. So they were in there rusting. And then if somebody mixed that antifreeze, so yeah, that cooling system on that poor motor was doomed, but it's all clean, going to be clean now. Yeah, I seen that. Oh, by the way, hi Craig. I seen you were stuck driving that Ford at work. Yep. Kids is Ford. They're finally happy with it. There's a couple more things to do, but they're minor. I guess the dealership that did do the brake line for them did the brake line for them. Is a little concerned about one going over the axle. Well, that's out there where we can get to it and fix it ourselves. So, and they've already busted the bleeders loose on the back, so don't have to worry about doing that ourselves. So we can actually fix that for him and bleed that wheel when we do. But he's happy. He says, "Don't shake no more." Well, yeah, it's running on all 8 cylinders now. Don't think that. I did have Champion plugs in it, but no, it had auto lights in it, so I don't know if those ever been changed or not. There wasn't much left of the electrodes, that's for sure. And then when Buddy pulled out that one and it had a rusty sludge around the plug, I thought, oh, that's not good. So it's running, it's going, it's out of my hair. Tommy lift truck's out of my hair. And the only Ford left out here is the Ford Ranger. I bet. Wonder if that Ford's got the same problem with what the kid sent me the picture of. Let's see if I can blow that up enough to show you guys. When I seen this, I said, nope, don't even bring that truck here, because I'm not going to touch it. Let's see. Okay. Try and cover up his name here. Can you see the crack there? And let's see. Oh, that's a crack there. There. And if you notice, right there's the spring pocket. So that's the front suspension, and that's the cross member under the frame. And he thinks just welding it up will be fine. There's 1, 2, 3 breaks right there in that picture alone. So, and that Ford is not running. He is in the process of putting a transmission into it. I said, nope, don't even, I'm not even going to, I wouldn't even do a tune-up to that truck right now. Wow. Yeah, so I don't think he's too happy with me, but when I seen that, JB willed it. Oh, what's scarier yet? He wants to pull a camper around with that thing. And he's wondering why the front tires are, I mean, the front end, he's can't get it lined up. Well, right there, you load it, the frame's flexing and doing also. Yeah. That's where I know state inspections kind of get a little nitpicky, but that's where the state almost needs to bring the state inspections back and get vehicles like that off the road. Yeah, it's got a fairly decent body, but frames broke like that, it's not safe. And it's a wrecked truck, so that tells you that everything's been stressed and now it's breaking. So, yeah. No, that's not my son-in-law's Ford. Thank God. If it would have been that thing, you guys would have seen a video of it on fire. I would have burnt that thing right then and there. New parts and all. No, that's another customer's truck that he's trying to fix to himself. And he's found another tranny. I don't think he found the exact one. He thinks it's going to work, but I'm done. I said, nope, I'm done. I'm washing my hands of that truck. Oh, and the piston ordeal. I got messages back and forth. The guy couldn't understand what the problem was. Now I haven't had messages from him. Hey, Mr. Ken, how you doing? So I might have to change. Either put these pistons on the shelf and then get the ones that I was supposed to have got later. Because, yeah, they're too low a compression for what I wanted to do. Basically, I wanted to, like I said at the end of the video last night, I wanted to make a duplicate of the one behind me. But see the difference between a 6-inch rod and a 5.7 rod motor. Hi, Ryan, and happy Easter to you. And happy Easter, everybody. Now, is that a 2 or 4 valve relief? Yeah. So, with a 76cc head. Oh, did you have a little problem there, Matt? With the 76cc head, these pistons are like 8.6 to 1, I found. I'm like, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted 9.5 to 10 to 1. So they're nice unused piston, but that'd just be a stock rebuild. Throw it in the car and go. So you got quite a few TVs now, do you? If you had the chemical, you could melt them down and get the gold out of them. So, how many TVs did you end up picking up? Oh, come on. MTV. Yeah. Oh, come on. Clear that out so it quits popping up here. 14 of them? Holy moly. 7 miles. Oh, that's right. You're out in New York, ain't you, right now? Or are you in Ohio? I had to walk 7 miles. I had to walk 7 miles. I think I'd fall face down. New York, okay. Well, I guess, man, if you could figure out how to hook those, if you could get them working, hook them up to your computer, you could have 14 different screens going at once. You wouldn't be able to keep up with what, you could have a conversation on each one and be lost in the middle. Rain. When it rains here, it snows. Luckily, it hasn't done that this last few days now. Hopefully, spring will be here this week. I don't even know what the weather forecast is for this week. I hope it's warm. I am tired of running the furnace. Pulled all the copper out of them? Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Tuesday, 35 rain and snow mix, 70%. There is no warm temps. Not even till next Tuesday. A week from this couple days. We're still stuck in the 30s and 40s. for another week. Same here, Mike. I mean, global warming, my butt. I think we're getting more global freezing. I remember getting sunburned on Easter and pretty bad. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. It's going to go, it's going to go right from cold to too hot, make everybody sick, and dang it. So, yep. Well, nah. I had a thought on doing this motor, so I wanted to have that up and have the pistons fitted to it, but it's not going to work out. Yeah, I just don't remember. I remember March. I know April showers bring late flowers. Well, this is only going to be 2 weeks into April, and we're still going to be in the cold temps where it could snow. All right, you have a fun night too, Matt, and stay safe and enjoy the holiday. It's 33 and 0. Boy, yeah, that was your truck they tore all apart with the motor, huh? Hopefully, when they're all said and done. Thanks, Matt. When they're said and done, all the shaking and everything else you've been experiencing with that truck will be gone. Excuse me. Oh. Thumbs up, folks. Yep. Hey, welcome everybody. I see we just jumped up to 11. Hey there. How y'all doing? Hopefully it's been a good weekend for everybody. 7 inches of snow out there, Ken? What the heck? Wow. That's not good. You know what? Send it south. We don't want it. Send down the Camper Mike. Or not Camper Mike. Carolina Man's boy. He'll know what to do with it. Hey, Jason, how you doing? I if that who was that? Al Gore that was claiming global warming. Well, if he would come out and say that today, I think I'd throw an ice ball at him. But, yeah, I'm ready to get something in the Camaro and go lay some rubber down and do some smoky burnouts and have some fun. It's cold here in the shop. It looks like, yeah, we need to get the heat off at both places. We went and paid the house electric, and they say we're using more. I'm like, no, we're not. You're just charging us more for the same time. And they showed us a comparison to last year to this year. And last year we had like $2 days, and this year they're trying to say we had $7, $8 days. I'm like, we didn't use anymore. We literally sit in the house in the dark. We don't run the TV. We got a fluorescent light that I use, and I'm using battery operated computers. Al Gore, okay. Uh, yeah, I mean, we're totally in the dark, and our electric bill is through the roof. And they said, well, you're not paying enough, so they upped our budget pay. I'm like, that's not going to work, so not sure what we're going to do to fix that yet. I guess I'm going to have to start, when we go to bed at night, I guess I'm going to have to flip the main switch off at the house and make sure nothing is running. Ain't that the truth, Ken? Yeah, Jason, it's been a while since the Camaro. You know, I didn't realize it's been 4 years since I put that 350 in that Camaro. That means that thing's been sitting in the garage now for 4 years. It's time to get it out. Weather gets warm, I'm going to have to dig her out and bring her out to the farm. We'll see how that motor does after sitting that long. That poor motor. The car pulled that out of set for years too. Yeah, that payment. Yeah, payment plan is, yeah. And the sad thing is, we only owe $255 yet. Welcome back, Mike. So I'm like, okay, then why is the budget going up if that's all we owe? They're like, she couldn't explain that. I wanted to say so much more, but I've learned fighting with them. They don't understand. They don't get it. But you sure don't see the commercials on TV promoting us to put in energy efficient light bulbs and appliances and that save some green. Because the second we started saving green, they started screaming because they're not bringing in as much money. And, yeah. And I went around with the farm electricity, and they're like, well, we don't have enough people. I said, yeah, but the ones that you got left, you can't overcharge them to death. Otherwise, you're going to have nobody left. They've been a little nicer since then. Yeah, and that's too. They threaten if you don't keep your budget pays on time, you can't get another budget pay. Well, life happens, crap occurs. And there again, it all leads back to the money, and they don't care what you got to do to get it to them as long as they got it. They don't. They don't care. So anyway, yeah. So, like I said, I took pain medicines. Legs and feet are all of a sudden feeling good. Now the head ain't. Oh, almost feels like the head needs to pop, but I can't do. Ooh, can't. Can't do like Mama Bear. She turns her head and it cracks. I said, one of these days your head's going to fall off. She says, I'll just super glue it back on. Yeah, she won't be in here tonight. She said she'd probably be sleeping. She's going pretty hard and pretty bushed. Yeah, I hope they get that shake gone for you too, Mike. That can't be no fun. Yeah, Jason, yeah. That's when our power outage that we had a couple weeks. probably, probably, Mike. Uh, when we had our power outage here a couple weeks ago, it used to be when we went out on this line, it was just this line. It wasn't everybody else. That power outage, they never did. No, neither the REC or the Mid America ever say what the real cause of the power outage was. But when we were out here, one, two, three, four, five, 6 towns were out. It never used to be that way. Never. They've changed the grid somehow to where now, one time there was a car wreck, guy hit a light pole and took everybody out. Never used to be that way. But it is now. So, Roger, when he was up, he bought a collar for the cat. I don't know. Maybe I should take that off him because now the mice will hear him coming after him. Just thought of that. Still no sign of mice in here yet, so he's doing a good job. But, yeah. Otherwise, hope to wrap up a couple of motors this week and a couple more bolted together to stay together. And I got some pistons for that 400 block that I'm going to work on. And oh, that wasn't no fun, Mike. But I got to figure out how to clean the rods because wherever they've been stored prior to me getting them, they've gotten rusty. Well, I've been thinking how I can. I don't know what the rust. Hi, Dan. How you doing? I'm trying to figure out how to dunk the rods in the rust remover without getting it on the pistons because I haven't tested that out with pistons. I know Dr. X, when I was talking to them about it, they said do not dunk the aluminum in it. So I don't know what they got in theirs, but yet they claim it's all natural, but they said don't put aluminum in it. So I'm like, okay. I got the thing, I could press the pistons off, but I'm always a little leery of doing that. Can't have a rusty rod. I know if the wife was here, she'd be having fun with that. I made a couple of comments in that. Well, the little Ford motor is supposed to be getting machined. He didn't get it done. I found out all the parts are there, but the machinist was down with the flu for 5 days. Kind of explains why I didn't feel the greatest last week, because about the day he got the flu, or was probably contagious, is the same day I picked up the 60 over 350 block. And I think that's what I kind of had a touch there a couple of days. I had the aches and pains in the gut and the. So all the parts are there, just waiting on him getting machined and get it home, and that'll be another build that needs to be done. Oh, you looked out there, Mike. So yep, that little Ford 4.0 should be hopefully done here in the next day or two, and then I'll drag that home and keep things going. I know I got a buddy that's really anxious about putting that thing back in for me, so that's fine. I'll let him. And hopefully it gets warm enough and I can get some wood. I'm going to start, and I'll get out my transit and start shooting off to the east of the shop here and see what we got. See if I got to dig dirt out or how much it slopes from here to there, and get a layout figured out and see if I want to go to the east or go north, actually, or go west. I'm kind of thinking about going west with a 30 by 40 and then have a hallway between the two buildings here. So, yeah, might get to making some sawdust this summer. Or I'm going to get me a pile of OSB in the old shop. I'm going to strip that all down, replace all the sheeting, and rebuild that and get that all fixed up and maybe do stuff out of there. Or fix it up as my man cave and have a place to go hide. Oh. But no. Getting a pile of pistons up for some scrap aluminum, I guess. A friend of mine took a truck in, but he had the other iron and all that in there, and out of a little old Ford Ranger, he got $450 out of it. But I don't know how much iron he had in the back either. So iron prices must be going up again, so which is good because I'm starting to get a good pile out here that I'm ready to haul off now too. Yeah, that's why when he told me he got 450, I'm like, I guess I better check iron prices. So 2.5. Oh yeah, he must have got $200 a ton for that thing. Number one's 224. Yeah, Craig, I would love to add on both. Wow, that ain't for copper? Wow, no wonder the thieves have been hitting that stuff again. That's pretty dang good. I never got paid that much for it. Yeah, I would actually rather over by where the wife and I started out, where we had the trailer house. Okay, Mike, we'll be here for a while. Uh, I almost like to build a new shop over there. I don't know if I want to get closer to the gravel road or keep it back away from the gravel road too. But got to get these motor builds going and keep them going. And I just priced out a motor for a guy, and I'm waiting to see what he says, and hopefully that works out. And one from the East Coast, that's supposed to. He told me that I might have to wait a month or so, which that's fine. But takes time, and fixing cars and all that was kind of getting nerve wracking. But well, it's let's see, it's all knocked back down. The test fit of everything worked, and that's getting ready to go in the hot tank. I'm planning on the hot tank tomorrow and give it the final wash, and then start assembling all the ring gaps. The set of rings I got, I checked every one of them, and it didn't make a difference. I got the perfect ring gaps on those, so very, very happy with that. I don't even have to foul fit the rings this time. So it's now time to put her together to stay together. Then while I'm doing that, I said this week's weather ain't the greatest. I got to figure out how to build the frame for another start stand. Hey, Rocky and Derek, happy Easter to you too. So, because the 454 is not going anywhere too fast yet. Got to get fancy with that, and I think that one push ride guide plate, we're going to end up splitting that, taking a little section out of it, and weld it back together. Hey, Greg, how you doing? How you doing? So, yeah, the 454. Talk to that guy. He's getting a little closer to being off the crutches and the boots, so hopefully. They say it's his yeah. That's a tongue twister. His heel is healing, and they aren't going to don't have to do surgery. Boy, that's a tongue twister. No. There's been same boat. They're waiting on parts and yeah. So that's why I'm trying to get everything else done, because waiting on parts. And the goof with the Bonneville was I hit the wrong button, basically, is what it was. And I swore when I went to the junkyards that I've taken parts off of. I know that wheel bearing came off a Bonneville that we put on Roger's car that time. That was off one of the supercharged ones. We didn't have any. Yeah, well, that's okay. That's just, I don't know. Yeah, that's one of those things that just that after those motors are done and gone, then everything else after that is going to be video recorded and that, and so. All right, catch you later, Matt. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to put up the people from now on when I'm working on the motors. This one motor that I just priced out for the guy, he wants to do it as an inner. It's for another YouTuber, and he wants to do it as an inner channel build between the two of us. So I think that'll work out pretty good. Uh-oh, you woke up your bird? Uh, so, yeah, he's coming into this knowing that what I do, and that's why. So, we'll see. See how that goes. Um, and then, if there's a couple other people that. Oh, okay, Matt. We'll be watching for that. Excuse me. Yeah, right now I've moved everything around in here so much, almost kind of lost track. Oh man, looking for those. Yes, that one's going to be a nice motor. That's going to be a 327 build, another 327 build, and Mama Bears would kind of fit what he wants to do, but he the horsepower that he's looking to have out of that one, I don't know if I'd do that with Mama Bears. Mama Bears would be a good 300 horse motor every day, but we're going for like between 4 and 500 out of this next 327 if we get that done. So, yeah. I've already crunched some numbers and parts and that and talked to another buddy that's good at building motors, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's very very doable." So that'll be nice to fire up. Uh, this 400 that I'm thinking about doing, it's going to have dome pistons in it, and it's going to have the 5.7 rods, and so that's going to be, to me that's considered a long rod, but nowadays standards long rods are a lot longer than that. Yes, those 327s. We had a guy that used to run them at the circle track, and he was a hard guy. When he come down, he would usually run away from everybody, no matter what you did. And he was a pretty good guy. Fun to watch. He always ran a Chevelle with a 327. Yeah, you're a pest. Cat's being a pest now. Excuse me. Must be. I don't know what is. Oh, maybe that's another thing. What my headache's from. Gone away from pop again completely. Cold turkey again. Trying to get back. Oh yeah, because I can start going back to the rec center again. I better get. I think this week I'm going to start doing that. Wait until Squirrel's out. Well, if she ain't working, wait till Squirrel and we'll head over and go sit in the hot tub and sauna and go swim for a while. Are your dog's not bugging you tonight, Mike? Uh, After getting the heads out that I picked up, I'm kind of liking those. I was a little leery, but now that I seen this set and knowing that what the guys did to uh these EQ heads, the IMC modified heads, those are a nice set of heads. Uh, Happy Easter, Matt. See you later. He must be interested in trip. Yes, it did, Kurt. That we went over to the kids about noon, and she had ham and potatoes, baked beans, and mashed taters. Yeah, I need to, Jason. I want to get on the treadmill and see if I can work up, getting my breathing going better again. I know I had somebody make a comment about my buddy helping down here and me sitting on my butt, but this last couple of weeks, I don't. Ever since those stupid pills that the doc tried on me, well, 3 4 weeks ago now, I'm still trying to recover from those. He I don't know what the heck. Cane walker. Uh, yeah. So I want to get to where I'm just able to walk around again and that. And I know part of the diabetes is going to prohibit that, but I'm trying to go through life ignoring it. Some days it works, some days it don't. But, Mama Bear's foot's healed up now. She knows she can go soak it, and that's going to be the nice thing. Getting her over there, she was starting to improve and feel better, and just wish her and Squirrel could stand the sauna. They both complain. They get in there, it takes their air away. I said, well, it'll take a little bit. I was getting to where I liked the sauna. I felt a lot better. It's amazing what that does, but we'll get there. And maybe this time, there was one guy that got a little. I know he's in there working away, and it didn't bug me, but he always got a little overzealous and the roaring, and kind of drove me nuts. And just, you guys think some of the stuff being said in the news is bad? You need to go to the rec center. I'm like, oh my, didn't realize we. I'm like thinking, what are we bringing the kids to? Oh. And I don't know. I noticed yesterday. I got to stop in at the scale and see once. I noticed my bibs have gotten really loose again. Or maybe they just slid down on me, but something's going on. And I think I dropped some more weight. It'd be okay. I don't care. I've had a couple people. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, well, I get down to 200. Then I'll worry. I keep dropping. But yeah, I don't know. Last night, I guess I noticed this pair of bibs is like, holy crap, feels like a bed sheet on me. So move the straps up, see if that helps. But, yeah, I don't know what's all going to happen this summer. Uh, Squirrel wants to paint her car, and kind of got on Squirrel a little bit about that too. I said, you got to start saving some more money. So, I got the gray truck. I got to get that on the new frame. Got to get a motor built for that. I got a trainee for that truck. The weather would stay nice. I almost bring the gray truck up here by the shop and start getting stuff loosened up and taken apart so we can start lifting it apart and get everything ready to transfer. But I got to get buddy brought up a good brake line kit there too. I have a brake line kit. Jeez. My buddy that's helping says, now's the time is you need to buy the brake line kit and change all the brake lines over the stainless steel on that frame before we put it together. So I got to get me a brake line kit ordered for that 2002, and we're going to redo every brake line, everything on that thing. I've actually thought about painting it, but I don't know if I'm going to. I may just power wash it and maybe paint over the rest, or I don't know. I know I've talked to a guy. Yeah, getting the weather to play nice is the real challenge. Yeah, that's where if the weather ain't going to play nice, that's where I need the additions and I need the hoist. I keep always missing the lotto numbers. The last few times I played, I had Powerball 25 3 different weeks. I just let the machine pick it. And it was either above or below it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. I finally got got a different Powerball. Guess what? The next one, the power, it hit. Like, really? That's just my luck, though. Yep, the fuel lines. I think I'm going to do the fuel lines, brake lines, fuel pump, and probably do all the suspension parts. Just basically turn that in. So I guess by the time I go to redo all the suspension parts and everything, I could have that frame uh, sent off, blasted, and sent to a powder coating and get it powder coated. Then I know it would last. I got to screw around with the bolt holes later, but hey, I'd rather take a little powder coating off to put the bolts back in, but I wouldn't have to worry about the frame. Being my fear, I'd get that truck all done up, get her all fixed up and perfect, and take it out for its maiden voyage, and some guy not paying attention where they're going to smack it. That's my luck. I could have a brand new vehicle, not even get it off the lot, and somebody would probably run it over. Take this job and shove it. Yeah. And that's where I can't figure out. You hear the old Powerball, a lot of winners from years ago. Yeah, this one I'm trying. I found another O2 that only had 140,000 on it, and the guy tore the truck apart. I'm like, really? But he made his money on it. The lot. Hey there, weapons. How you doing, HRM? Sorry, I'm a little slow. I'm doing this with a headache, and I don't know why I got a headache. But anyway, the lot of winners of the early days, they were all broke within 2 years. I'm like, if you won $50 million, how'd you go broke? Well, they didn't plan for taxes and property and went on about all this stuff, and didn't realize they were going to have to spend $300,000 the following year to cover all the taxes on their stuff. So, yeah, I didn't know if anybody would show up for the live stream or not tonight, and we're actually up to 15 now, so that's good. Yeah, I've seen some O2. I mean, this O2 that I'm fixing the body isn't actually bad. That's what I'm thinking. Caffeine withdrawal. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Yesterday I craved milk. I bet you I drank a quart, and I bet you throughout the whole day yesterday I drank 3/4 of white milk and a quart of chocolate milk yesterday. That was the only stuff that gave me any relief, and that was basically everything I ate yesterday was about a gallon of milk. It's the only thing that felt good. Yeah, when I went from drinking, a lot of you, some of you know this, some of you don't. Back in 1992, 3, I was drinking 56 to 60 1 liter Dr. Peppers a day, 7 days a week back then. That guy that was on to do my stomach years ago, he made me start paying attention, and that's how much pop I was drinking a day. I'm like, wow. So I went off that cold turkey and was sicker than a dog. He looked at me and said, "You trying to kill yourself?" He says, "You start drinking pop again." But then he says, "Switch to the diet." And I'm like, ew. Ooh. I got switched to the diet, and that dang near killed me. The aspartame in the diet pop does not agree with me. That about crippled me up permanently. So, yeah. And then I used to be able to drink orange juice or Sunny D, stuff like that. Boy, if I drink that now, it's just like putting battery acid in my stomach. It just rips me apart. Yeah. My doc, when he pointed that out to me, he's like, I understand why I could go for days on end. I'm on a caffeine rush. I mean, Uh, yeah, looking back, I'm surprised I'm even alive yet today. I really am for what I've done to my body and the car crashes I've had and the stupid stuff we've done. Uh, Tearing down buildings and having stuff go wrong. Wow. Oh wow, that's kind of sounds interesting. French roast with chocolate and milk added. Might have to try that. That kind of sounds good. Yeah. Then I don't know if you guys caught it in the video from a day or two ago. I kind of gave Squirrel bad time. Ooh, don't be falling down those stairs. That sudden stop at the end gets you. My buddy's out here with his daughter, and she's right down there next to him turning wrenches. Squirrel come out and watched me for a little bit, and I looked up and where'd Squirrel go? Squirrel sitting in the pickup on her phone watching Netflix. I kind of gave Squirrel a bad time about that. I'm like, really, kid? She's, well, I was sitting there watching them. I'm like, that's a little different than sitting down uh, and turning wrenches. So, yeah. But his daughter had fun. She learned. So, might have to break down and buy a pop on the way home tonight. Don't want to, but can't get it to go away. So yeah, I got welding projects to build this year. A couple of cars to paint, and get the old Camaro out and about. Maybe that might be this week's, even though it's going to be cold and crappy. Maybe that might be this week's thing to do. Yeah, you're at the game. Let's see. Did you ever see the video? No, I haven't talked video. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, concrete steps are not. They don't give. No, they don't. Yeah, that's the sad thing about it. I got away from playing video games because I realized there's more to life than video games. And I lost a couple of friends over that because they're like, we send you game requests. I'm like, yeah, so I don't do them no more. But uh, boy, if scrap iron's up that good, I might have to take a load in. Help set off this fiasco from this week. Cat likes and he enjoys ringing his bell now that he's got it. uh, I might have my first tool from the unmentionable place that I might actually have to take back. I noticed a couple of times, little 3/8 air impact I picked up. A couple of times you squeeze it, all it does is air. The little motor don't kick in, so I don't know if that keeps up. I'll have to go back in to see what's going on with it. Because I know the cordless stuff's good, but there's sometimes you need the air. Oh, and a few skulls too. The little Mason, he gets out here. Boy, it's amazing how fast Grandpa's like looking around. He's with him walking. Grandpa's looking around, looking all this. I'm like, all these sharp edges on stuff. I'm like, I know they're there, but now with him coming out here, I'm like, I need to really get a grinder out, or I need to go buy a bunch of foam pad and glue and cut and fit and protect everything. I got a feeling Lily. It's gonna be interesting to see how maybe Lily will get out of her. She's kind of being a little. I think she's having a sibling rivalry. Yeah, she. I guess she hit him over the head with something the other day. Oh boy. So when they get the new brother or sister, whatever's coming, either she's going to get worse or maybe she'll calm down with that. But yeah. That sounds very painful there. HRM. That sounds painful. That's the other thing too. I want the weather to warm up so I can get this all cut off and get the side of the head trimmed up. But I'm not liking the cold. So once it gets up to 50 and stays at 50, then I'm cutting my hair. Take it. I'm ready to just go bald again. See how many people I freak out. The first time I ever did that, I took everything off the head, the beard, everything, and my buddy went to get in the truck and he about jumped back out. He's like, "What the?" So Ryan, when you going to be back in Iowa again? Are you staying out there now? I'd like to get a few more motors going local, but I don't know. Hey there, Kelly. How you doing? Oh, okay, Ryan. Happy Easter to you too, Kelly. More people showed up than what I thought, Kelly. About 15 minutes in, I was about, no, and then all of a sudden they started trickling in, so I kept her going. We're still going. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Oh, you're working full time out there now. Okay. Oh, hey, Randall, I didn't see you sneak in. Sorry about that. I must have looked away when the popped up. So okay. Well, that's good that you're keeping busy, Ryan. That's the main thing. You got to keep busy and keep the money flow going. I'm keeping busy, and I didn't know there was supposed to be a money flow with working on motors. Oh, come on. The tablet I let run most of the week. This okay. Gonna start all over again, huh? That's good. Not good that you got to start all over, but it's good that you're gonna fix it right instead of just keep cobbling it. Cat, what's wrong with you? You've never itched that much. Huh. I wonder if the a second that started to get annoying. Ah, I don't think he was itching. I don't think he liked his bracelet. Look what he's doing to his. He's about got it ripped in two. Holy, yeah, he does. Wow. Okay, I guess Roger's gift to him he doesn't care for. Throw that over there. Yeah, they're turning. I'm losing my redness. Yeah, I'm losing it. Oh, wow, Ryan. That will help you out a lot. Rabbit stew, Mike, come here. You can start shooting the rabbits here. Oh, is that what was bugging you? Because now he's sitting there in the chair like, haha. Yeah, itchy and scratchy, yep. I'm not. Mouse and the cat, yep, itchy and scratchy. That they were on the Simpsons. Hey, WTBM, happy Easter to you too. Yeah, anything here in Iowa is going to be pretty rough. And the only way you find it, uh, Terry. Oh, Terry. Uh, yeah, anything here. The only way you're going to find it in Iowa that's good is if somebody's already trucked it up here. Oh, Mike. Oh. Yeah, Mama Bear was here. She'd have fun with that one. Yeah. Hey, the cat's out now. Yeah, especially a square body. Holy crap. That's things attached. Holy moly. Yeah, it's time for. Yeah, that's a little long. You can hold that one back. Well, I guess if that's how you cure it is you just take the bracelet off. I guess that helps. So easy fix for that. Uh, no. Yeah, it's kind of strange having the cars get thinner and thinner out here. Kind of nice. And yeah, we've been talking. Hey, Gary, going pretty good. I'm still here making videos and still doing live streams, so I'm concerned that good. Parts are starting to play nice, except for cars. Uh, what was I saying? I hate when I do that. Hmm. Oh, the get together. The weekends. I forgot the one weekend's Father Day that I was kind of thinking about, and it just kind of. I'm like, I don't know if it's going to happen the first part of June or maybe the last weekend of June. I gotta get that figured out here because it's coming up fast. Oh yeah, you find anything rust free for an old square body, it's going to cost you. But at least you know you're not got junk that you're going to have to worry about rusting out. That's a good thing. When Texas had all their floodings, I wouldn't mind gotten a couple of the flood trucks. Yeah, well, it's been flooded. Bring it home and power wash it down. Uh, there would have been my body. I would have liked to found a couple of 2002s. There would have been my bodies to fix up mine. Just completely wash them down with fresh water and clean them, and been good. I wasn't worried about the frames or nothing. Wow, that ain't bad, Ryan. That's not bad at all for an old square body bed. You've done pretty good there. Did you find that online or through a friend of a friend? Okay, that helps. And some days it pays on who you know. Connections make a big difference some days. Yeah, I'm starting to think twice about buying online with my problems here lately. Well, from eBay anyway. Uh, I guess the one package I've been looking for, they didn't bother to let me know stuff was back ordered. You should have let me know that instead of let me think for 2 weeks it's been. somewhere. So yeah, I found out that it's been back ordered, so that's part of the problem there. Uh, then the other stuff is pretty much here. Just got to get it bolted together to stay together. Oh, okay, that helps. So back both from China. Yes, Jerry. Well, like I said here, the set of pistons right here. I mean, or you get sent something, but it's not the something you wanted. Because there's what I got. Now these are the 6-inch version. This is what I was supposed to get. Pistons that looked just like this, but they were for a 5.7 rod instead of the 6-inch rod like these. I wanted to do a motor comparison side by side. The 5.7 versus the 6-inch to see what the difference was. But this is what he thinks he sent me. That's what he sent me. So, and he doesn't understand the problem. So, yeah. I'm just not another eBay. Yeah, you don't. That's the last thing you want is shipping company to drop your box. And you have to start looking for another one because somebody goofed up. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with these pistons. Well, wait to see if they're going to send me the correct ones or what. JB welding the top of the pistons. Well, I guess I got my wire weld. I got my aluminum welder. I guess I could weld that shut and mill them, huh? That'd be for those egg-shaped motors then. Oh. So, yeah. So, yep, if the 1327 gets built, it's going to Utah, going west. I thought it was east, but it's going west. It all works out. I want to use a 4-bolt main. I'm going to make a 4-bolt main 327 for the guy. So, the 60 over block wasn't 60 over. I'd do that with that one. But, oh yeah, that's right. I got the parts now to put the small journal motors together. So yeah, I just gotta. As we're buddy coming down, and I just gotta get myself turned around to just letting him. I don't ever have to recheck his work. Heck, he had the one strut in the kid's car before I even realized he took it out of the box the other day. He just went bam, bam, boom, done. I'm like, dude, wow. And he said when he went to work on the kid's car, he had to lift the car to get the jack under it. When he got the one strut in, it cleared. And when he put the other one in, he's like, holy moly. Went from having barely a finger or two stacked up to get in between the tire and wheel well, or now I could put my whole hand in there sideways and still have just a little clearance yet. Raised the front end of that car about 4 inches. And got thinking about that poor car that's been in. But its first crash was it went under the back end of a pickup because the kid was texting. We rebuilt it. Then a drunk left the bar, hit her. And then that was just not even 3 weeks after the guy that hit her, they hit deer. And I rebuilt it again. So, yeah, the poor car's had 3 crashes. Hey, well, okay, all of a sudden a bunch of people. Hi, Don. Happy Easter. Hi, Brian. HRM, the people fight you on that. Officially, there was no 4 bolt main 327s. Unofficially, there were 3 bolt main 427s. And most of those were used in the old Gleaner combines or implement doings where they needed the durability. But you got some people that absolutely swear up and down there was never such a thing as a 327 4 bolt main. Yes, there was, but it was never really released to the general public. Ah, okay. Yeah, they were very few and far between. Yes. So, yes, there was. Oh, you did? Would you find out with the 400 or have you tore it down yet? Yep. You can put the aftermarket splayed caps on and do all that. But I'm just going to simply use a 350 block and put the guts in that because that's what Mama Bear's is. You look at the casting number and that it says it's a 350. The motor isn't seized. Well, what's going on with the motor then? Right? Hers is a 350 block that got 327 guts in it, and you just can't put a 327 piston on a 350 block because it'll stick about a half inch out of the deck. And if you put the 350 piston on the 327 rod, the piston will be a half inch down in the hole, so you'll never get the compression to start the thing. Oil and oil pump, huh? Oh, okay. Not so bad then. So, yeah, I just got that deer in there. Was ran extremely low. Oh, so still needs an overhaul then, huh? At least probably new bearing cam and main rod bearings and rings. Strokers, yep. I just had a thought here. I wonder if that's how they're doing. I'm going to have to mock that up. A 327 with a 350 piston, it's too far in the hole. I'll have to figure that out. And if you put a 6-inch rod on a 327, I wonder if that comes out to being that you need the 350 piston to be at the right height. I'll have to check that out. That might be how I can do a 6-inch rod 327. Wonder how close that's going to be. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Hi, Brian. It'd be interesting to see you. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Oh, you about got her done there, do you? 70-pound oil pressure, yeah. Oh. 20, I only see 19. Must have lost one about the time you typed it. Must have come in and seen it was me, and they went, running. Oh. So yeah, 6-inch rod, 327. That'd be fun. And I guess after reading up on what the deal with the 6-inch motors, it holds the piston at the top of the cylinder and bottom cylinder just a little longer. Hey, don't jinx yourself there, Casey. About the time you think you're getting that taken care of, she'll be right back on it. Quarter oil in it. Ooh, yeah, she's an oil burner. Yeah. You might want to get that. While you got it out, you might as well just go through it then, Ryan. Get her fixed up. If it's a old school 400, and if it has any mileage on it, you probably do need some, at least rings in it. The 400 blocks did wear pretty good. They usually weren't too tore up. But if it was run low repeatedly on oil, who knows what you're going to find. What was that? Oil cylinder, okay, yeah. Yep. One of my brother-in-laws have had over the years, and my one sister was married 3 different times. Brother-in-law number 2, I had his Ford pickup, and it lost oil pressure, so we thought, oh really? That's kind of scary coming from Walmart. And it lost oil pressure, and it ended up being that big honking oil pressure gauge sending unit, which that was always a fun thing to replace too. Down in there, can't get to it. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have got them in my. See, and YouTube keeps screwing up your subscription list and that. Ooh, lost. That a lot of channels that I've subscribed to, and I think Skull Garage was one of them. Now I can't find them in my list. Uh, Dan's been sending me some videos to what's his name shop, and I'm subscribed to him. And when I went and watched the last one, uh, I'm subscribed and the bells rang, so I don't know why. I think I just got too many. Now the problem is, Casey, you ain't going to get the wife to go in there and buy any oil from Walmart. She still absolutely hates that store. Absolutely. If she can't find it anywhere else, she's starting to go without it. We got a chain here called Baumgars, and they've got pretty good. Oh crap! What the heck oil are we using? Oh yeah, I've done that a few times. I had a 400 I brought home that my dad's like, oh okay, yeah, that's YouTube's really. And I'm sorry to I shouted him out here a couple of times. Matt's Madness. He's got the S10s. And that last night, he says he didn't know what happened. All of a sudden, his channel just got inundated with subscribers and comments and everything else. He said his AdSense went through the roof, and everybody got so mean to him that he put up a video. He's done. He quit. He says, I want kids to be able to watch my videos, and I guess some of the comments, so he disabled all the comments on everything, and the haters drove another one off the YouTube. The fresh engine would hold hot. Oh, okay. Matt's Madness was his name. He had a little S10 that had a blower on and that, and he's got another one that he's a real good guy from Indiana, and everybody just started. He said it used to only take him 5 to 10 minutes to go through comments and that. There, he said it was starting to take 2-3 hours to get through all the comments, and he said he was banning 30 plus people a day. And he said one day it was 30 people every hour for about 4 hours. And that's when he finally said, that's it. He just said, I'm done. This ain't what I want. So he's gone. So that's kind of sad. I mean, he was a pretty good guy to watch. Simple guy doing stuff in his garage. See, I start talking about another channel, and all of a sudden, oh well. Now we're back up to 14. Right. Well, and he's an older guy. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah. It's crazy on how this world. Yeah. Yeah. You never know what train wreck's going to happen there when you go to that channel. And one lonely farmer, I think he made some comments here. He kind of went off on something a couple of weeks ago, and I think YouTube pulled his AdSense again because he doesn't have any advertising on his videos again, and he just gotten it back. Oh yeah. Yeah, that clickbait. I don't know how they get away with that clickbait because I got a warning from YouTube one time saying what's in the video is not in the title, that's not good. And one lonely farmer, he keeps it real. So I seen he got his 4960 or 4690. I can never remember the number. They got her back together. Yeah. Oh, and what was it? There's a new challenge now for these Tide Eating Pod kids and that. Have any of you heard about it? I guess it's kind of hit the news a little bit. Where they are now snorting condoms. I'm like, maybe natural selection will start taking over again. The one person that we were talking about this, how's that going? I said, maybe they'll choke on the dang thing. Oh, yeah, that'd work. I'm like, oh. I guess the stove burner challenge wasn't much a challenge. People didn't really do that. I guess if you want to brand something on your arm, you would. Yeah. So, yeah. I like the one where they said take the rubber band challenge, like what they used to castrate sheep, cattle, hogs, whatever, or sheep, cattle. Put that rubber band on some of these. That'll fix a lot of problems. Why did it turn black and fall off? Yeah. 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 We got a messed up. Shot dog. Sam's. Oh, sounds like an interesting channel there, Jerry. Oh, there's my water. Oh, make one oil. That's what we use. Ouch. Ow. Oh, the bug spray. Yeah, they're now huffing bug spray. Bug spray. They're spraying it on rigs along with something else, and they're smoking it, huffing it, whatever. I'm like, what the? Oh, what else was it? Bug spray and something else. They are now using to get hot. I'm like, wow. Just rolls back to somebody wants to do harm, they're going to figure out how to do harm. If somebody wants to get high and destroy their brain, they're going to find something to do it with. I mean, licking toilet. Oh, jeepers. Yeah, the channels I want to put up real stuff and yeah, kids now. Brian, I guess that's where I'm lucky. My daughter, heck, my just looked the window. Hey, now, no, it didn't. That was the short bus kids. My oldest don't even want to drink, which I'm kind of glad. Because prior to me in the family, the alcohol was a problem in the family, but at least that's kind of growed out of it. But yeah, 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 Jerry Springer. No, I didn't. I was smarter. I was smarter than the preppy kid. Yeah, they had to pour water on him to get him off the pole. Oh, my snow bombs. I've had the mistake of washing my hands and picking up a wrench and then trying that's been during the winter. Yeah, that's a bite. So if that sensation's anything like having your tongue on the frozen pipe or metal, yeah, no, thank you. I'll pass. Yeah, I'm glad I got my Dukes of Hazard DVD collection. Oh, okay. Oh, you got that motor back together and running already? I thought you were still waiting on some seals. Oh God, Jerry, so did I. And TV show Fall Guy when they were jumping the 3/4 ton trucks. Yep. Oh, good, Don. And if you said something about it, I did or I missed it. Hell, my memory's bad. Fall Guy was another good TV show with Lee Majors. And you know what? Those 3/4 ton trucks will fly through the air, just like in the TV show. Landing's a little rough, but yeah. 4 miles north of the farm, I launched my truck. Hey, Kelly, you're back, huh? I had an old 74, 75, 3/4 ton manual truck. Yeah, I launched that. It flew. Just like on the TV shows, when it goes quiet, because you don't have your seatbelt on, you're up in the roof of the cab. Yeah. Yeah, those jump trucks. Oh, you did too long of a message there, Kelly? Well, yeah, I think you got to keep them short. I don't think I got it set to where you got message size, but I think that's something YouTube does. That's why I wish the computer towers were just as simple as doing the with the tablets and the phones getting going live. But one of these days I'll get that figured out. I got my old computer back from Grandma. I got to fix that now. 5,000 miles. Yeah. A Ford Pinto. Oh man, I'm surprised you're still here to talk about that one. Oh, really, Jerry? Okay. Oh, that's not good, Casey. Oh, Don. Ouch. Yeah. Hey, Casey, why did you run that guy off the road that robbed the bank the other day up there in Mobile? That guy robbed the bank and he got up the Interstate 29. The car that he stole ended up getting a flat tire. I don't think so on the 100,000 mile oil. No. No way. If there is such a thing, the oil companies would shut it down because they wouldn't be selling any oil. Yeah, that. No way. No. Oh, naturally. Yeah. Okay. Well, the switch. It wouldn't even work with the switch. Hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, it might be the switch back on the gate, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. When it was on the old truck, it wouldn't work either. So. Alrighty. Well, that's good. Glad they got it working. Yep. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. I probably ain't going to go about another 20 minutes tonight, and then I go home and see mom too. So, alrighty. Bye. Ah, that's good. I guess That truck we put the Tommy lift on, we couldn't get it to work. It wouldn't even work on the truck that it came off of. It wouldn't work. And they just said, well, they had to put a new switch in. So, yeah, Kelly's a good cleaner, guys. Some of the stuff he had. Oh, Greg, that was hard on the motor. We drove my buddy 6.9. Yeah, those old 6-cylinders, Don, they were hard to break. Oh, broken ball joint. That's no fun. All right, see you later, Casey, if you're still here. Yeah, Kelly, he likes detailing cars there. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Oh, wow. At least you had a soft landing there, HRM. That's better than an unplowed field. Ooh, excuse me. You went and watched the Fall Guy intro. Yeah, that old brown Chevy. Oh man. Then old BJ and the Bear with that red and white cab over. That was always a good show too. Used to get so mad at my dad back then when BJ and the Bear was on. I'd have the tape recorder set up, holding the mic, trying to record, and they'd come in and not realize I was tape recording the show, and they'd start talking. I'm like, you just ruined the recording. Push over trees, yeah. Yeah, that one that I launched through the air was an old farm service truck. The old fertilizer truck. Yeah, the Fall Guy was, yeah. Oh, then Simon and Simon. What the heck? He had that old Dodge in that, didn't he? And Simon and Simon. What the heck did? Oh. Whoops. Trying to stop it. I said stop. There. Sorry. Right. Oh, on the grinding out on the returns there. Okay. Oh wow. Here. Oh. Show you here. Okay. This motor here. Let's see, what are you guys seeing? Okay, see that hole there? That was almost closed. What I did is took all the casting out until I actually hit the solid wall right around there on both sides. This one I could actually take a little more off, but I don't need it. Then I just rounded this here. I gotta get my sanding disc out and smooth that up a little. And then the oil will go right down. So hopefully that was in the the view. Oh. Yeah, I got to watch out for the threads. Yeah, block hard. Yep. Father-in-law had a block up there. My one buddy that was with me, he's always, oh, I can lift it. He says, I guarantee you. He says, I want you to lift that block up. And he's like, oh, that's simple. Uh, they had it filled up. They filled it up with block hardwood up into 1.5 inches of the deck. That way it just had enough room to have water circulate through to keep the heads cool. And that block probably weighed 100 pounds more than it did. My buddy latched on that, and I thought his nuts were going to drop on the floor. That stuff was heavy. Which I kind of thought that defeats the purpose of going fast. Up there behind the front, I guess I really haven't ever messed with that, Jason. But the only thing I do is hit this right above this oil galley right here to make sure if you put a double roller timing in that the chain clears that. Otherwise, I don't really mess with that. Because for going with the race cars, you're pretty much under acceleration all the time. There's really no down. My thinking is the oil's going to go down the back of the motor before it goes down the front. Yep, gotta. And like I said, okay, what'd I miss here? He's on the next block over. Yeah. And I care. I don't know what. That's these galley plugs I bought from Goodson that fitted different. That's okay, Jerry. That's fine. I'm just making sure. That's what you guys are here to do. Yeah, I've had people do that, and actually I haven't. Now the one I've found is usually right. Oops, you're not seeing right there under that one in line. They put a small hole there to oil the backside of the timing gear. So, but you kind of gotta go by what you're getting paid for. You can't do all the tricks to a little block to one motor and not get compensated for it. I mean, if we really sat down and did everything that all the little tricks and everything to this motor, I think you'd have $5,000 labor in it. Yes, for the gear drives, you got to have that extra oil in there. Yep. And I know we used to do a lot of standpipes in the lifter valley to keep the oil from draining back down on the crank. But now that a lot of the cam companies are shying away from doing that again, and which that's fine. I mean, I've run them both ways, and when you have the standpipes in there, yeah, then you definitely got to work on the front of the motor. But by opening up those back holes like I did, I don't think there's going to be enough oil staying in the lifter valley now. I mean, there will be enough oil there. It's going to really flow down through those holes now. And I think that's the block 2 that I found the casting flaws up in here, yes. That I was chipping off. Yes, definitely with solid cams only. Oh, really? Hmm. Yep, no oil restrictors in the back. Yep. And boy, I don't know what changed with lifter technology or what, but every new package, and I've seen a lot of videos, and I knew it too, but every package says do not soak your lifters before your initial use. Um, Put them in, adjust your valves, then have the oil pumped up to them. So I don't know what they've changed so much inside the lifters that they're telling everybody to quit dunking the lifters before use now, but that's okay. A little less messier to put them in with. I've done it both ways, and I guess thinking back, the ones that were pre-soaked seemed to be a little harder to adjust than the ones that weren't. Canfield? Boy, I didn't even never heard of that brand before. I've wondered what's happened to a lot of these good manufacturers that we had. Well, a lot of them. You start looking at our ages that we're pushing, a lot of them were old when they were doing this stuff, and now they're gone. It's just they're dead and gone or sold out or. Yes, I did that on my 377. Put those oversized uh, plugs in the decks on my 400s. Yep. Yeah, this motor here is going nice and smooth, and that's why I went ahead and did a little extra stuff to this one for this one because it's going good. No, and in the tap that I use, if you go too far, then you can't get a plug to fit. Then you're just like, oh. So yeah, that's one of those things that you sit there, tap a little bit, put it in, check it, go a little bit more, check it. So you just want a little bit above the surface, so when they deck the block, it's good to go. And you don't want that coming loose. Yep, I've put the deck plugs in. I haven't ever gone as far as worrying about. I know they got some offset dowel pins if your head ain't quite centered and all that. And I'm like, boy, if I got to start worrying about offsetting dowel pins and fitting stuff, I better find a different block. That's a lot of work for that. Yeah. Yeah, I showed you guys this 400 2 bolt was supposed to have 3 soft plugs, but it only got 2 of them in it. But it's got the casting there for the third one. Oh wow, wouldn't that be nice to have some of those heads from under their bench? That'd be fun street stuff for us. Yeah, technology just keeps improving, 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 improving. At least here with your motors, if you build it, you can actually get it out the door and it still kind of be up to date. Like this dang tablet, before it even got out the factory door onto the truck, it was already outdated. Like these stupid phones and 6200. Okay, well, it's definitely going to help the pistons definitely hang out at the top and bottom a lot longer. Uh, Going to get more of a cylinder charge, and it's going to give more of a. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kelly, you're doing pretty good on those heads. You had that one head that already had somebody. Something must have got bounced around in there, and that's why they cleaned that one up a little bit. Get rid of the nicks, so there's no hot spots in there. I'm interested. You're welcome. And I did find. I thought there was another what they call an anti-cavity vibration oil pump that is a high volume, high pressure. I finally found those. I thought they were out there. $154 for one of those. I was like, kind of really thinking about getting that for Mama Bears. As we worked oil passages in hers. Yep. And I got some. Oh, yeah, that's right. We moved those. I got three, three or four pair of double humps now. I got one pair, one or two pairs. One. I got bolt holes. Yeah. And the stuff thing. Yeah. Yeah, the old school stuff still does good, but it's sure getting further and further in between the finding. Had a barge get wild up there, huh? Hmm. Gets quiet out here if I let. Sorry about that. I just kind of had a just spacing off thinking about something. I was thinking. I wonder if Squirrel's going to need a ride home tonight. I don't think so. I think she actually has a ride from work. Barge has gone wild. Oh man. Yeah, Jerry, I need to throw some tools. I need to get my passport finished up and throw some tools in my truck and come up and see you for a weekend or two. Get your motor together and get it on a stand so you can start and rev it up and drive your neighbors nuts. Oh, okay. Heck, I don't know how many of you guys out there get Me TV. I usually turn it on Me TV because there's no news, there's no nothing. That's just TV, and that's what I let play in the background most of the days. I don't even listen to the radio anymore. And it used to be I had to hear the news and I had to have the radio on, and well, thanks to YouTube, after doing this for 10 years now, I don't. I there's times I catch myself driving down the road with no radio on. I'm like, how do I do that? But yeah, I think 10. Well, no, what how many years? 2008, 2009. Yeah, 10 years. Duh. I can't add tonight. Must be trying to do that Obama math or something. Oh. Ouch. No. So, has anybody's racetracks started racing yet anywhere? I know they had one coming up for this weekend that they've already canceled. Because the track crews can't get in and get them fixed up yet. That would be fun, Jerry. Yeah, I've got the. Oh, which one? I got the MA55. I think it's the ones that they used in the Corvettes. I don't. It ain't just YouTube either, Mike. It's everywhere. Hey Jerry, have you checked your parts to make sure they're staying good and not getting any surface rust on them late for you? Because basically all you need to do with that is get that thing assembled, don't you? Yeah, I didn't even get the. I could have watched the race the next day, Monday, but I forgot all about it. So, like I said, I get out here and Monday. I think we. Oh no, Monday we were busy trying to fix everything else. So yeah, I didn't even turn the TV on. And these repairs that we've been doing in the cars, I'd like to do it more, but when once Buddy gets going on stuff, he don't. That's what I like about him. He don't slow down. He gets in, gets it done, gets out of here. Oh yeah, that's right. You got yeah. Never mind. Yeah, if your car body ain't rusted, that shouldn't be either. Hey Jason, where are you at again? I'm sorry. Oh wow, snow in Jersey. Now I guess Tuesday we're supposed to. Uh, let's see. Well, now it's down to 35 for Tuesday, and next Sunday's supposed to be rain and snow. Iron Man sent me a message. So yep. Oh, I don't know if. Oh, that's right. You're down in Florida. Okay, that's right. You're in Florida. I almost like to go back there again once. I don't know. Last time I was in Florida, 7 to 10 days later is when Hurricane Andrew hit. So I don't know if I brought Florida good luck or bad luck. Oh, and that I got to stop in the plastics place to see how they're coming on making my rust Dunkin' tanks. Oh, okay, Mike. Yeah, we didn't. We actually stayed dry. So the old wives' tale. Hopefully, since today was Easter. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Uh, it used to be the old wives' tale is if it rained or you got moisture on Easter, the next 7 Sundays you would too. Well, it was Easter today, but then again, Mother Nature doesn't know whether when they have Easter early like this or late. I don't know if it's early, late, whatever. If Mother Nature knows that she's supposed to follow that rule, or since they're saying precept next Sunday, which should have been, I think, the correct day for Easter. Maybe I don't know. All I know is I need some good dry weather. All right, Jerry. Yeah, I probably should go home and see Mama Bear here in a few minutes too. So I'll finish up here pretty quick and we get her figured out, Jerry. We'll have to get your motor together somehow. Next Saturday? Yeah, that's the same here. Next Sunday it said rain, snow. Like, come on. And Mama Bear said last year at this time we had the windows open in the house. Well, the kids were actually running the AC at their house. We were trying to hold out and had the windows open, the fans going. Okay, Don, good night. Happy Easter. And, yeah, I remember having thunderstorms by now when I was a kid. Not this. So, okay. Yesterday was windier than heck. So, to me, March came in like a lion and went out like a lion. Oh, wow. Yeah, the robins are off. Yeah, we had thunderstorm too. And Jason, wow. Hopefully you got your shop all fixed backed up again there, Jason. Yeah, this daylight savings time. If you would stop and look when your watch says noon and look at foreshadows, we are about an hour to 2 hours off from where true noon should be during the day. I mean, if that's the case, I think I'd be back on schedule. The frogs are croaking tonight? Oh, wow. My big frog I had here, he must not got into hibernation. I see his carcass outside. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I'm like, oh. He didn't get himself protected for winter. He just come out of the snow here. So, poor guy. Right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, there's no singing going on here. The only thing, and I keep forgetting to. There for about 4 or 5 days, we had a pair of eagles down here at that water hole south of us. It's filled up, so all the migrating birds have been stopping in there this year and filling up. And there was 2 or 3 eagles down there, and the two of them were sitting on the dirt pond, and it was just like those eagles were keeping everybody playing nice between the ducks and the geese and the other critters. It's just like they were sitting there watching over everybody, and that pond was everybody was behaving. It was just the coolest thing to see with those eagles down there. And everybody around here said, oh, we've got a pretty good population of eagles around us. Um, if I had to guess, I'm thinking there's 20 to 24 different pairs of eagles in this area right now. Yeah, that evaporust is working good. Uh, they get my tanks here, then I'm going to fill them up. I'm going to have That's how I'm going to have it last longer. I'm going to have one for the blocks, and then another tank to dunk the heads and the cranks in. It's not easy being green. Well, we don't want a repeat of that again. I'm done with blizzards for this year. Actually, for this year. They can come after the first next year. Oh, but yeah. And I got a new shop couch too. It showed up on my burn pile, and I really can't see anything wrong with it. Other than the fact it was covered in dog hair. And luckily, being out in the weather, Evaporust. So, got a new shop couch. There you go. I'm not affiliated with them, not sponsored by them, but I sure wish I was. That stuff right there. I wanted to try Dr. X, but the guy that got the first gallon of that found some war stories about Dr. X. Sorry about that. And it's sold at Harbor Freight. You can find it a little cheaper online, but if you need it right away, go to Harbor Freight. Around here, they seem to have 3 to 4 gallons on hand. They probably wondered what happened when I went in there and cleaned them out both times. Yeah, I think I'll go another 15 minutes, and then I haven't seen Mama Bear yet today on Easter. She left the house at 4 o'clock this morning, and actually I got to find out if I got to go get squirrel or not. It's this stuff, Mike. But Evaporust. And it's safe, simple, environmentally friendly. The only thing that changes... Hey, Matt's Madness! I was talking about you earlier. Didn't know how to send you a message that... I seen your last video. Too bad that's come to that. Yeah, the only thing that determines on whether or not you put it down the drain is what you clean and what kind of rust, what kind of metal. Otherwise. So how you doing, Matt? I seen you got your trucks running, got your transmissions changed. Hey, Farm Mark. Yeah, I just had a message from Iron Man. I don't know. I gotta talk to him more. See if when he's going to be able to come back to YouTube or how he's doing. I know the other day he talked to me. He was still having his coughing fits and that, so. Oh, okay, Matt. Okay. Cool. I was like, oh, man, it never fails. Well, you sure just kind of exploded overnight there all of a sudden, didn't you? That was strange on how that happened for you. But I know you're tired of seeing the negative, but that's why with mine, other than the live streams, that's why with mine, if you make a comment on my videos, usually the other ones that go up right away are my admins. Otherwise, I got to go in and back to normal. I got my channel set to where I got to go in and approve the comments. Yeah, you still see the nasty stuff, but then at least everybody doesn't see the nasty stuff. And if, like you were saying, if kids are watching, they're not getting exposed to it too. So, yeah. I about let it get to me and drive me off the channel, but I'm still here, still going. I guess I just don't know any better. I ain't got nothing else to do, so I got to do something, otherwise I go crazy. Yeah, let's see, what was that? About a month and a half, 2 months ago, I did a. Well, no, we just moved all that. I'm going to show you the crank. One crank still got rust in the middle. I mean, I took two small block Chevy cranks that any normal day I would have looked at those and just right to the scrap pile. And after putting them in that evapor rust, they are usable cranks. So I got some tools. I got to find them again that were rusty. I'm going to dunk them in and yeah. Yeah. Not much. Just about done. About another 15 minutes. I'm going to go. Okay, that's fine. I can get it tomorrow. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yep, I'm back. Yep. Kid gave up on me. They're going to bed. So, yeah, so I've saved some heads. I got 2 blocks here I really want to clean up to see how they do. And they come clean, then we're, hey, yes, I'm on to something. It'll change how I look at parts at the junkyard. Because these cranks, when I first brought them down, I'm like, why did I even waste my time? And got a 400 crank that had some pretty good surface rust on it. And it looks like it's going to polish right now, so I'm kind of hoping it does. Let's see. Yeah, Matt, I agree with you. It's it's sad that we got so many people out there that'd rather hate on a person instead of. Yeah, your main thing is if you buy a video camera, if it's got a good software editing program with it. If it don't, then you have to either buy one or find one. I'm glad they finally got Windows Movie Maker working with Windows 10 now. That's how I can upload from the farm now. They finally got a patch to make it work with Windows 10. Um, Otherwise, yeah, once you get over the initial cost of a camera, it's not too bad. And I seen my revenues going up too. I mean, I'm kind of glad I hung out because there for a while I'm like, boy, I ain't getting nothing. Now the revenue seems to be going up, and I'm like, boy, things really haven't changed that much. But I see I'm getting close to 3,000 subscribers now. So I don't know. I got almost 3,000 subscribers, but there's only. It's the old Windows Movie Maker. You download it, and then the last time when I hooked up this computer out here, when I went to use it, that says, well, you need this patch. Well, I'll try it. And I tried it, and by God, it worked. Well, you might have to download a version of it and try doing a video. I don't know how I got this computer to tell me that I needed this patch, and don't ask me what patch. I don't remember. Uh, and it works. See, I got a spot right there. What the heck is it? Huh. Looks like I got a piece of dirt up behind the lens. Yeah, I think I downloaded Windows Movie Maker for like Windows 7, Windows 8, and it was there. It had the soundtrack, but you couldn't see the video. And then Windows 10 finally said, "Hey, you need this to do this," and maybe I clicked on the. Oh, Mike, that's been too long ago. I can't remember how I got it, but I got it working on a Windows 10 computer. So, and if you guys, I don't know if anybody's noticed when I do the videos from here, they're in full HD. So I don't know if it's really worth the time of doing that or what, but I guess if the videos go on, what the heck, huh? So Matt, ooh, we got 14-14. Hey, the furnace just kicked on. Ah, so where do you run at down there? I know you were talking about smoking the tires all the way down if you didn't hook up. No, we don't, Farm Mark. We want to sell a car. You just sign the title and go. Oh, okay. But after seeing what I got asked to fix earlier, we need to have an inspection and safety because there's a pickup being trying to be fixed that should not be back on the road. It should be in the crusher. The frame's broke, and he don't think it's serious. Right, that's these kids that are all in the video games. They're missing out on a lot of things, and if I can stick around and I can have an influence on my grandson, or well, who grandsons to be, we don't know what she's having next. I'm going to make it, try and get them to be interested in this and turn their wrenches. I guess I'd like to be able to pass on this stuff to somebody that would want to use it, and hopefully they would. But Iron Man's told me of stories where families have gotten mechanics. The grandpa or whatever was a mechanic, the dad, brother, whatever. They didn't want to mess with it, and they'd load their shops up and take them to the salvage yard and sell it for scrap. I'm like, oh my God. That would be enough to bring me back from the grave to kick somebody's butt. Rest in peace, not rust in peace. So, but yeah. And that's where I miss Iron Man's videos. I mean, he was showing, they're just the stuff that gets tossed away, and heck, they had two truckers. Right, I mean, they had two truckers come in with a load of brake rotors, and it was something about the. Oh yeah, the landfill. I had one of my race car transmissions come from the landfill. Brought it home, thought it was. The guy says, "Ah, it's junk," and yeah, I've seen some of those safety checks up there in Canada, and boy, I'd be worried with so much. Anyway, that transmission I brought home from the landfill was one of the best transmissions I ever had in the race car. It was an old manual 3-speed transmission. The guy goes, "I don't think it works." He says, "Well, what do you want to give me for it?" I said, "I don't know. What do you want?" I said, "5." And he says, "All right." Gave him $5 for that tranny. Then the recycling center, too, when that was going up north, they'd find cordless tools or car repair manuals, or it's just amazing what they find when they go through the recycling. So yeah. Oh really, Mike? Okay, Brian, take it easy. Have a good one. Yeah, I got about another 5 minutes, and I'm going to wrap this one up for tonight. Go see if Mama Bear's woke up or whatever. Yeah, that truck that. I really hope the kid doesn't succeed in putting the transmission in the truck. I hate to say that about somebody, but no. And then he sent me a message asking if he could borrow my gasket scraper. No. You want to use my tools? They stay here, so you got to figure out how to use your tools here. My tools here, so they're not leaving the property. But. All right, Kurt, you stay safe. Watch out for the crazy idiots out there, and it'll probably be May before we get out to my sister's. It'd be funny if she all of a sudden come in here. I heard you guys talking. So, everybody, I hope you had a great Easter and a great weekend, and hopefully soon this weather will start treating us better. But I suppose it's that time of night. Time to wrap it up and go home and see Mama Bear for a little bit. Oh, the idiots on the roads. We have about didn't have either service truck. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all, Mike. But. All right, Ryan. Well, you get back to Iowa and you need any motor work done, let me know. I know there's plenty of shops all over the place. Yeah, Matt, sorry, but I better go see Mama Bear once. And can you get messages on YouTube, Matt? Oh, okay. All right, Jason. Good night and happy Easter to you too. And I guess we'll all catch you all later. And everybody stay safe. And I better get home. So take her easy. Okay. Well, I'll be watching for you. I'm usually here on Sunday nights doing this, Matt. And take care and keep having fun. That's all we can do is turn the wrenches, and whether they like it or not. So, all right, everybody. Everybody, thank you for coming by and then stopping by and saying hi and enjoying the night with it and chatting with everybody. So, y'all take care. Have a good one. See you later.